All right, Anna, here's one of your runs coming down Eagle Alley slalom training. And we see you coming into this hairpin here. Outside arm clearing the top pole, which is okay if you are quick and can alternate hands, but you don't. My recommendation is to inside arm clear the top pole, and then outside arm clear, the old cross block per se, the middle two poles for a strong exit. So here you realize in a hairpin, so it got a little confusing right there. Like, how do I clear these middle two? Look ahead, know where you are. Stick to inside arm clearing the first pole, using the same arm to outside arm clear the next two. All right, so just going a little too straight at the gates. I mean, here you are hitting the gate. You're blocking here, so on block. We really want to see more direction done. Let's get a better drawing there. Direction done, and the skis, going a little more that way. And your skis are still going this way. You haven't really completed the turn yet, and we're already blocking. So we want direction done by the gate. So just make sure we have that direction done. Get a little more, a turn above the gate. Well, that's interesting, but what's interesting is I haven't seen this in a while. This was a couple years ago, or a few years ago, actually. This was a Bode Miller style, looking to start the new turn really before the old turn was done. So here you come in, finishing the old turn, already anxious, and you just sort of laid it up, and we're starting the new turn, which, it's not bad. It's not a snowplow. Haven't seen it in a while, but, trying to get her done before you're done. You're right there. You can probably see a little bit of back seat. We want ankle flexion. That's pretty much straight up and down. There's no ankle flexion. We want ankles, and therefore the shins to be going this way right now, which I think because you're a little bit in the back seat, that the pole actually tossed you back. If we're not driving forward, it looks like the pole tossed you back right there because you were not, in the front of the boot. That caused you to be thrown in the back seat, hair late, and I'm not sure if it caused you to turn early, but you are turning too early. And if you look at this right here, you're in the rise line, or not even, you're almost not even quite to the rise. The rise line could be right here, and you've already, started the turn, and our skis are almost in the fall line before you get to the rise line. So, if you look at this turn here, really no chance. If you were carving and locked in, you would straddle, be on the inside of the gate. So you had to just sort of skid it around, get by the gate, and then right here, now you're going to work hard. Now I got to engage, and it's a big skid. You can see all the spray there. And what happens is you end up fairly low, exiting or finishing the turn, below the gate here. So there's too much distance, and that puts you low down here. And you had to kind of throw them sideways here at the top of the turn because you were low. But there's good stuff here. I mean, level shoulders throughout, which is great. Pole plant right there, right? Came through. You blocked and planted, which is good. We just have to delay the turn a bit, make sure that we get to the rise line. I mean, in here right now, no chance of carving from there. At this stage, you'd want to have your skis pointed this way while you're still moving down the hill. So your skis, as you're crossing over the skis and they're crossing under you, you want them to shoot out and arc around, and you're taking the more direct line, trying to stay in the corridor, trying to go down the hill, but the skis go out, the feet go out, and there's no chance of feet going out right there. And you have to just sort of flatten them out, skid around, and now work, and it's hard down here. And you can see, the spray, and that means it's slow. You can probably see the same there. It would be pretty tough to carve around that gate when your feet are already in the fall line. You got to skid around a little bit, give your feet, get around the gate. You need to give your feet some room. So just a little too direct. We got to delay the turn. We got to get to the rise line. We have to intersect the rise line with our skis going, again, more right there. You want your skis a little bit more in this direction, so it gives your feet the room to arc around. Be patient. Well, you don't need that. Don't need that either. There we go. But the low line, the direct line there, it was one of those things where you turn too early, therefore you're late. And it was a direct line. You had to skid around, double turn. And all of a sudden, you had all this distance. You were low, and therefore you had no chance of making this. And it was a DNF.